blah, 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 because that's not on me to decide for someone else. What is on me is for me to navigate how I am being treated, held, and respected. Because somebody being a friend with their significant other or their ex is not necessarily, like, I have an ex that I am still very, I wouldn't say like very close with, like I reach out to them all the time, but like in a way where like we see each other pretty regularly, we like hang out. There is nothing romantic there between the two of us, but we do have a deep friendship that has happened over the course of years. So if somebody were to come into my life and then just like randomly across the board be like, you're not allowed to be friends with them, I think I would get a little curious and I would be like, okay, why? What is uncomfortable about this style of friendship, and how can I create boundaries around this friend that respects mine and yours relationship? Because if this person was like running off to their ex, telling intimate secrets about us, things like that, that doesn't matter if that's an ex, a parent, or a best friend, or whoever it is. That's where my boundaries go. So I really create boundaries of how I want to be treated in those situations rather than a blanket statement of like, they can't be friends with their ex, because one, I'm in the queer community. Everybody's friends with their exes at some level, or we have to be friendly with exes. I also think it's usually sometimes a red flag if somebody's just like, all my exes are the worst. Like it kind of just like gives me an ick in another different way, personally speaking. I love that question. I love, though, talking about like relationships and relationship structures, because I think it's like this whole, it's such a nuanced situation. And like, I disagree that people are just a jealous person. Jealousy is an emotion, just like happiness, just like rage, just like anything. Jealousy deserves to be worked on, to be heard, to be held, and it is not someone else's responsibility. Unless somebody is actively doing something to trigger you, if you are experiencing some type of jealousy, it usually comes from like envy or feeling left out. Like there's a bigger emotion under there that I believe more people deserve to be curious with instead of blocking. Now, when it comes to me and anybody that I'm going to be dating, I am never going to tell them who they can and can't be friends with. I will watch how they treat people, what they tolerate, and I will choose my proximity to all of that. It's not on me to control anybody else. It's on me to control me and figure out what works best for me. A person who every single ex was a problem is actually the problem themselves. Agreed on that one. So true. And I also think that there's a lot of nuance. I don't think that we need to be like best friends with our exes, but I do think that like, and I mean, some people, like, not everything also deserves still a style of friendship. Like, there is also a time and a place to be like, you know what? Like, we broke up. I actually don't want to be your friend anymore. And it's not out of like this anger or this hatred, but it's just like, I don't have space for whatever style of friendship this is going to be. I think that is also totally valid. So I think there's a lot of validity around actually looking at like, okay, am I being friends with this person because it's a people-pleasing tendency, or am I being friends with them because it's actually fulfilling something for me, or am I being friends with them because I'm hoping one day they change their mind and come back to me? There is a lot of nuance. There are people in my life who like, we didn't end bad. It was not toxic. It was not anything. And at the end of it, they were like, hey, we can still be friends. And I legitimately was like, thank you. I'm always going to be friendly to you. I'm going to be kind if I ever see you, like any of that. But like, I actually don't have space for like more friends. I already have friends. And like, when we create all of that, but hear me out. What if your picker is broken and your exes aren't necessarily the problem? Well, if your pickers are broken, then I do think that comes back to like a you problem, because I don't think anybody's picker is broken. I think we override and we choose to try to, like, our wounded parts attract other people's wounded parts. I don't think it's our picker. And I'm saying that from somebody who has like dated people that like my wounded parts attracted their wounded parts, and together that's where it felt good. I think more often than not, healers end up with narcissistic people out of the sense of like, I can heal you. I see some kind of light in you. I want to like and like being a certified fixer really means that you have to step into your own power and like really break down people pleasing, really break down some of these like ingrained pieces that we have in our minds in order to like be loved, and really look at what that love truly means for us and how we can honestly like better treat ourselves. And